Welcome, my friends, to the new Agenda Meeting Management Center, which will be live officially for the August meetings. All the meetings this month for the Borough Council will be located only in the new Agenda Meeting Management Center. And for now, I just want to focus on the public portal. We will do training at a later time on the board's portal. Everything you need to do is available in the public portal. So here I am on the homepage, and how you get to that is the same way you always have. I'm going to click on this month's meetings. You're going to notice a couple things that are slightly different here. Borough Council meetings, it's stating here that they are now located in our new Agenda Meeting Management Center, and you can click here and it will let you into the Agenda Meeting Management Center. Special meetings are still being announced and placed here, along with attachments or agendas. And of course, the boards and commissions are still on this table. We hope to start moving these officially over towards the last quarter of this year. We are already putting most of the boards and commissions meetings on the new center as well, but we're just not announcing that. We're still putting it here as well. But for now, we're focusing on Borough Council meetings. So I'm going to click on the calendar, and I'm going to enter the new exciting Agenda Meeting Management Center. Now, it will always take you to the most current date for the next meeting that's coming up. All the boards and commission meetings, for the most part, they're in here. As far as an event, you're going to see them. And many of them, if I go backwards, actually, we're putting them in here. So here's Harb. That agenda is in here, but we're still putting it in the old section for now. Haven't announced this one yet. So I will take you back to July because the August meetings aren't here yet, but I wanted to show this to everyone prior to that. So I'm going to go back to July. This is the calendar. You can get to any, you can go back as far as you want, and you can see anytime you see a bold number, that means there are calendars, there are agendas and meetings in those dates. So I'm going to go back to July, the most recent months we've done this. And for example, if I hit the 8th, it's going to take me right to the 8th, and I'm going to say, there's my council meetings. If I go to the 2nd, you can see there's a prior boards and commission meeting there. So I'm going to go over back to the 8th, and you can see all the meetings. Over here, you're going to see these icons. This means there's a recording. Remember, all of our YouTube recordings will eventually make it to that meeting. So if you're looking at it in the past, doing research, you're going to see the recording here. You do not need to go back out to the YouTube channel. And these icons are just telling you it's available for the public and the board. So I'm going to go over to the work session of last month as our example for this walkthrough. All you need to do here is click on the work session. It's going to open up the agenda immediately. And what it opens up is an agenda that you're very familiar with. We tried to keep the same format that we have always used. And this is what you can read. This is the agenda. You can also click the agenda packet, which will take a second because you're going to see it come here, and it's going to load everything into one viewable file, and you're going to see. I was already looking at this. This is why I went to this page. But it will normally take you to the first page of the agenda. You can, I'm going to close this out. You're going to see, if you're looking at the agenda packet here online, if you hit this little menu button, I'm going to click on this. And if I hit this one, I'm going to see all the pages of that packet. This is the one that's most useful, I believe. This is your table of contents. You see these arrows, that just means there's more content. So for example, if I go down to new business, I'm going to see all the sections of that work session. And of course, this means that there's more documents or items. So there's an item here, motion to approve special event parking. You can see I'm going right to these attachments as I'm clicking on these items. Let's go back over here to agenda. I'm looking at just the agenda. I can also look at, on the sidebar, this is also all the agenda items. You can see this. And any attachment is included right here. So you can also go to any attachments from here as well. So you can see there's multiple ways to interact with the agenda. Another way is this meeting overview. This is a real simplistic look at the agenda where you see the title of the agenda. You see all the sections, and you can see if there's attachments as well in those sections, and you can click on this. I'm just going to open up that attachment and take me right back to that section of the agenda. If you ever want to go back to the home of the agenda, the easiest thing is just hit agenda. It's going to take you right back to where you were. If it's a previous meeting, as I said, meeting media will take you to the YouTube recording. You can, if you're logged in, as I am, you can send this to someone with some notes about that agenda. The subject line is already created for that person. It's telling them you're sending them the work session agenda. And you can have some notes in here. And here, everyone from staff to council should have received invites to create an account. This is not necessary, but it is certainly useful if you want to share information. And it will be necessary when I later show you the board's portal, because that is where you can keep notes and do some other pretty cool things. The other thing that will eventually be on these agendas is if I go to ACT for July, as an example, and we will start doing this soon. I'm going to click on ACT. You're going to see another option down here. Or maybe I didn't do it for that one. Let's go back to June. We're still getting accustomed to this. Yes. So in the June, I uploaded the minutes for the June committee. So the idea here is eventually, as we start using this officially, the minutes will be uploaded here. They will not be just sitting in some folder on the website. Anyone who's doing research on agendas will also see the minutes in the same area. So what I think is really cool is you have your agenda packet, which is all your docket attachments, your minutes, the recording. You can look here and just see all this meeting files will just literally show you any item that has an attachment. So it kind of breaks it down to where there's just attachments. The idea here is there's many ways we can interact with the agendas now, not just simply looking at agenda and trying to find attachments where they happen to be. And we'll talk later about subscriptions and the board's portal after we put a little more thought into that with everyone. So if anyone has any questions about the public portal, let me know. I will be reaching out soon to do a little bit of more training about the board's portal, which is also available for the staff to use as well. Take care. Hope everybody enjoys the Agenda Meeting Management Center this month as much as I've had with designing it and working with Civic Plus to do this. Take care, and please reach out to me if you have any questions, and stay cyber safe, my friends.